Hi everyone, how are you all doing? Been a long time, right? So I just got back from the district court in Gurugram and I filed an appeal against an order in a domestic violence case today. And I thought you could all use my learnings maybe to save some precious time when you have to do the same thing for the first time in the district court of Gurugram. So let's follow a step-by-step process that should get you ready to file in about 30 minutes versus it taking you 2 hours, 3 hours just to get all the papers and all the signatures and everything in order. We like to draft. Of course, we like to go to the court and argue, but we also have to follow the procedure. And there's a lot of administrative work that gets involved in a litigation. And as a litigator, if you leave the administrative part on the administrative section of the court, then you will not be able to really holistically become an efficient lawyer. So, while yes, we say that a lot of these things should be left on the clerks, but at the end of the day, you're the one with a degree and not them. So, you should be very, very careful, vigilant, efficient when it comes to filing as well, as opposed to drafting and arguing and strategizing the case. So, yes, we will not get into the nitty gritties of the provisions and what the law says and things like that right now. But just to give you some context, if you want to understand more about appeals in a domestic violence case, then you should go through Section 29 of the Domestic Violence Act, which says that you have to file the appeal against an order in the Court of Sessions within 30 days from the date of the order. And of course, when we file an appeal, there has to be a certified copy of the order. If we don't have the certified copy of the order, then we have to file an application seeking exemption from filing the certified copy, which could not be obtained for whatever reason. Now, what is a certified copy? It is a copy that is certified by the court, and it says that yes, this is actually the order. So the reliability on the document is 100 times better and more when it is a certified copy. So until and unless you obtain the certified copy, you can always file a photocopy along with the application seeking exemption from filing a certified copy. Now, so first you have to obtain the certified copy, which has to be obtained from the court staff. So which is the Elmad room. Again, you go to the reader of the court and you file an application saying that you need a certified copy of the order dated so and so. A lot of the times we also call it dusty. Dusty means by hand. So if we say to the reader, or if you file an application for getting a dusty order, it means that whatever order is being passed by that judge that day, just give us a copy of that along with the stamp of the court on the same day itself. For whatever reasons, we also have to specify the reason. Now, moving on, you have to first prepare your file. How do you prepare your file? You have to make sure that there is an index right in the beginning before the appeal starts. The index tells which document can be found where in the file. So, yes, you also have to number the pages. Now, before numbering the pages, make sure that you have everything in place. Otherwise, the numbering will get messed up and you'll have to do it all over again. So, first, yes, the appeal will come. After the appeal, there will be an affidavit in support of the appeal. Then, after the affidavit, you will have the certified copy of the order against which the appeal is being filed. And yes, after that, you also have to place a copy of the Aadhaar card of the appellant. So, whoever is filing the appeal, you have to get their Aadhaar card, a photocopy of it, and you have to place it after the certified copy of the order. Once you place the Aadhaar card, if there are any other documents and support that you would like to place before the court, you also have to attach all of those documents there. And then, of course, comes the Talbana. Talbana is a document, a code document that you have to fill out, which tells exactly how many summons have to be sent to how many people. So there are more than one respondents or the opposite parties a lot of the times. So you have to in advance pay the court fees for sending summons or issuing summons upon those people against whom the case is being filed. So for that, you have to fill out that document called Talbana. So in appeal cases, in a lot of cases, majority of cases, we place 50 rupee court fees. So we affix 50 rupee court fees on our Talbana most of times, but it can vary from case to case, from state to state. So you have to be sure of that. Just make a list of what court fees goes where and how much you have to place where or affix where. It should be handy when you're preparing your file to be given to the filing counter. So after the Talmana comes the Wakalatnama, and we all know what Wakalatnama is. It is a power of attorney. It is authorizing the particular lawyer for representing the client in the given matter. So you have to file the Wakalatnama as well. Now let's come back to the court piece that has to be affixed. Now, I was under the impression that in criminal cases, we don't affix a lot of court fees and everything. But today I learned that you have to affix a certain amount of court fees, not just as court fee stamps, but also as welfare stamps. So just listen to this carefully and make sure that you're making a list of your own. So on the appeal, the first page of the appeal, you have to affix a court fees of 25 rupees. So you get those stamps, 10 rupee stamps, 5 rupee stamps, and accordingly you have to affix them. By affixing, I mean you have to paste them. So on the first page of the appeal, you have to affix a court fees of 25 rupees. Then you come to the certified copy. On the certified copy of the order also, you have to affix a court fees of rupees 2 on every page of the certified order. Now, after that, you come to Talbana. I've already told you on Talbana, you have to, in majority of cases, affix a court fees of 50 rupees. And then you come to Wakalatnama. On Wakalatnama, you have to affix 10 rupees court fees plus 25 rupees welfare. Now, welfare stamps are the stamps which go into the welfare of the advocates, so the advocate welfare funds. You also have to affix 25 rupees welfare on the Wakalatnama. If you don't have the welfare, like I did not, then you have to make a note on the Wakalatnama and say that the welfare stamp is not available. And then you have to go to the bar office and you have to get their stamp, and then you have to come back and go to the filing counter. If you're wondering where the filing counter is, it is right next to the Legal Services Authority office, District Legal Services Authority office in Gurgaon District Court. There's one video of mine on this channel only where I'm taking you around Gurgaon District Court, and you can see just exactly where the filing counter is. And the filing counter is divided in two sections, civil and criminal. So in this case, in domestic violence case, the appeal goes to the sessions court, the sessions judge. So it is a criminal case, criminal appeal that we call CRA in Gurgaon. So you have to stand on the criminal side of the filing counter and then apply for your appeal. Now, once you've given your file, you also have to make sure there's a copy for the respondent. If there's one respondent, there has to be one copy in the file. If there are two, three, four, five, however many number of respondents or opposite parties there are, you have to have that many number of photocopies. Now, I'm repeating this. Before you get your photocopies done, make sure that you are numbering your pages properly. Otherwise, you'll have to do it all over again for all the copies. So you make sure that you're numbering your pages, you're entering the numbers of the pages on the index as well, before getting them photocopied, and then you go for just fixing whatever has to be fixed, and you put your photocopies in the file, and then you give it to the filing counter. Needless to say, every single page of the file of all the documents must be signed by your client. And there should be a copy of the Aadhaar card of your client as well in the file, which should be a self-attested photocopy. And sometimes they also ask you to show them the original Aadhaar card. So if you can't carry your client with you to the filing counter, at least carry their Aadhaar card with you so they can ask for it. Once you've given the file, and if the people at the filing counter are happy and you're fortunate enough to have done everything by the book, they will assign you a particular time on the same day. Now, this is also a new learning for me. Unlike it happens in Delhi courts, in Gurgaon court, the matter can get listed on the same day itself. So you can know just exactly in which court your matter is going to be listed. Once you get to know the name of the court, once the court gets assigned to you, you have to go to that particular court, the Ahmad room of that particular court. Ahmad is the court staff where all the files of that court are kept. It's right next to the courtroom. You go there and you wait for your matter to be called out. When your matter gets called out, you get a registration number and the next date of hearing when you're supposed to appear. And sometimes, if the judge is in the mood, they may even ask you briefly about the facts of the case. So you should be prepared with what you're exactly going to file. You are an advocate. All of these things are important for you to know, even though a lot of the times clerks do everything. But if you don't know how to file, if you don't know how to maintain your file and the procedure and everything else that it takes, then you will not be able to effectively go and stand in the court and talk about your case as well. And since you are the one with the law degree and not the clerk, if the clerk makes any mistake, it'll fall on you. So it's better for you to know all of this by yourself and to also do all of this for a while by yourself. So you know just exactly what it takes, what is required, what are the discrepancies, what needs to be fixed, and everything is ready for you to efficiently go and get your matter listed. And yes, of course, try to get the shortest possible date. If you are a superman or a superwoman, you may be able to just get the shortest possible date, which in today's day and age, in all the courts that I've seen, is not lesser than 3 months at least. So, yeah, all the very best. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section. Please also subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. And of course, you can reach out to me at lawchakra@gmail.com anytime you feel like anything needs to be answered and if I can be of any help. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.